Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to be talking about the case coming out of Bath, St. Thomas, surrounding the 9-year-old Phylisa Prussia, right, who is now missing. Police them look for a man by the name of Davian Bryan. This story is the type of story that should annoy every Jamaican, yard and abroad. I will tell you why. It have all the textbook cases, all the textbook scenarios. When I say textbook, I mean the textbook I'm teaching at school, I mean the textbook from the things I talk about common in terms of crime and how criminals operate and who help them to carry out them foolishness. What you talk about, Sir P? You see in the news, them just mention the fact say, the youth take with the little girl and gone, and of course that's the most important part because we want her back. But the people them in the Bath very upset about something. They're very upset with that woman. Now you think they say, well, upset with that woman? Yes, I'm upset with Davian Bryan and that woman. Who is the woman? Davian Bryan's woman. They're so upset with her that the woman actually seek refuge with the police because people that say, if the little girl don't come back, they might do her things. You see, Davian Bryan, matter of fact, I want to look on your screen right now. This is last year. Police report that 3 a.m. on Friday, July 10th, Bryan held up a woman who was walking along the roadway with a firearm. And, Rapabull thing. I don't need to go into details, you can imagine what happened to the woman. She reported he was arrested and charged. Because you see, the news just mentioned the fact that him have a charge of illegal possession. It's not just illegal possession. Illegal possession, and being a Rapabull. Him use the weapon to take from the woman. So this man have a history of doing this. And these type of people usually have a history. It's very rare. You find a one-time Rapabull. Very rare. There's usually a pattern. So, after getting arrested, remember this happened in Portland. Portland him come from originally. Him get bail. We don't know Jamaican bail thing already. We don't know women have to do for stay in jail, to be honest. If you can get somebody with illegal weapon and Rapabull, and them still get, I already telling about the laws them over and over, right? Anyway, guess who turn up and bail him? It's precious kerosene. Where there is 87, where there is a gunman, where there is a Rapabull, whichever crime you want to think of, there will be a kerosene. She bail him. When she bail him, she carry him go back a fair place, which is Bath in St. Thomas. Which is how him end up in a Bath. So now, he's now living with the kerosene and him have to report to the station, to make sure that his whereabouts are known to the police at all times. You see, people start to whisper, because Portland and St. Thomas are neighbors. A small world, small country. People start to whisper they know the same Davian Bryan at the Rapabull from Portland. Of course, as you can imagine, is kerosene, protect and shield and swear for. I mean, by now you should know these things work. We've seen a million cases like this. So fast forward, since the Portland incident and him get bail now, him in a Bath. Couple nights ago, depending on when you hear this video, he make off a woman. The woman start put up resistance, start ball out, man come and help the woman, he run off gone. But him never satisfied because his original mission failed. So now, from what I understand, purely by chance, him go spot the little girl in her yard. He then proceeds to strong arm Phylisa and gone off with her. People just see a man and a little girl, but you know it go. People in the community, night time, just see one man and a little girl that walk. I don't know how he managed to keep her aside. He probably have, you know, some kind of weapon. Point it on the little girl so she not make no noise. Right? As you can imagine, the little pitney probably scared out of her mind. A big, right, woman, an adult would be scared in that situation. So imagine a 9-year-old. 9. So luckily, somebody there on CCTV, me telling about the importance of cameras already. And they managed to pick him up on camera. And after them, police then do them research, start ask questions, people could positively identify. So well, I know the same Davian Bryan that we would have worried about. But the same Davian Bryan that with the woman carrying out the place, right, and the shield, and they were trying to protect her and stray for. So earlier one time I say, the woman I seek refuge, and you know, right now even she probably in a danger. It's because the people them, right, frustrated because of this fact. She bringing out the community, shelter him, and then him go do something like this. Me say, no house, no left with nobody in it. Don't about people that come from all over for help. Gone in the bush, you have to understand. Right? The terrain, very bushy. The area is vast. Whole heap of people. Right? Africa help search for that little girl. And whole heap of people to be fair to the people in my bar at St. Thomas. For me understand them out in them numbers, I try to look for the little girl. This is plus JCF. You see a video upon the JCF Instagram page where it look like them have a dog, look like a Belgian Malinois. Excellent dog, excellent nose. You see that them have put some of the girl belongings. The dog sniff it and then the dog run gone out of the bush, hopefully. Right. Them can find the little girl. JDF also getting involved with aerial support. Terrible times. One people in Jamaica if you understand something. People like Davian Bryan cannot function effectively without support. Them always have somebody shield them, aid and abet them, making excuses for them, telling sad stories for them, doing PR for them. Tell about one time in the help them cross the road with one bag of food, right? And how he sort of, and majority of the time it's a woman. You can hit the dislike button all you want. Whether some mother, some girlfriend, some sister. We tell you that now. I want you to think about the fact say a woman go bail out a man we get charged for holding a woman with a weapon and force himself on her. You would think a woman would hear that and say, no sir. Me no want nothing for I get it, he hasn't been convicted yet. As if that would matter. How when him get convicted no matter. How when him get convicted them down a station and carry him dinner come give him. When we go take this side to crime seriously. We tell you talk about kerosene now. You see, even though Davian Bryan do the act, I will not steer from that point. I even take with the little girl. But the same way, you can have the best engine in the world and the best transmission in the world. You need some wheels on the car if you gone away. So for then, say, well, the engine is the most important because the engine is, we are talking about the wheel for now, we are looking at how the car move. These type of men are normally supported by a woman. And it's ironic because you would think a woman would back woman. You would think woman would support girls. Let me tell you something. When you ask females about, trauma them go through and who used to do this to them and who used to abuse them, the most common thing I've heard is that a female in them family did I protect the man who abuse them. A female, whether the mother, right, I protect and I defend, right, the stepfather, what do things to the pitney, or one uncle, or one cousin. The story of me tell her and she said lie me and tell and defend, right, the predator. is a constant. A matter of fact, the timing is spooky. Because yesterday, I spoke to a female who was sharing a similar story. And that video will come out sometime soon. And if we work on it, because she actually sent me voice notes. Female getting abused. And one time she started talking about it. Guess who jump up like Bullbuck and Duppy Conqueror? Another female who is related to her defending the predator. We're not going to hear that video. Now, the only reason I'm doing that video is because we not want to. You see, one thing when me just say it, is that one thing when time me just come out and say we need to look on the rollers. You know, then people can jump up and say, oh well, here goes a man, you know, attacking women, and watch some foolishness. But when you hear it straight out of the victims them mouth, female victims them mouth, maybe we take it a little more serious. So this video is going to be unique in the sense that at the first time I got to have something like this, and it's probably going to be the last because I'm not equipped to deal with this type of thing. As I even told the person, listen, I'm going to cover it because more Jamaica hear it. It have about 3-4 big issues inside of one video. But I'm not equipped to deal with them type of things. In type of abuse, first you need to go to the police to report it. And if something happened in the past and it's still bother you, you need to seek to get some kind of help, counseling, therapy or something like that. But I'm going to raise awareness. We need to hear about this. We need to get out the Davian brands of Jamaica. We need to get them and make sure them get the adequate punishment, sure. But we need to look on the support system that enables them to operate and function. You see, if I do a man about them, then we can say, well, alright, a 2 dirty man, a 3 dirty man. But it is mind-boggling when you hear say, woman, help, shield, protect. Man, we do them things that women like them. Some of them women have daughters too. This is insane. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for Phylisa. The fact say it take this long is worrying. But we not give up hope until at the very last, until there's no hope left, until we have confirmation, right? And we can at least have closure upon whatever is good news or bad news. So I keep your fingers crossed, but it's not looking too good. I tell the brother there right now, bring back Phylisa, Prussia. Bring back the people in Pitney. Because I tell you, based on the passion of my ear, you know, some of the people in Vice, from Bart, St. Thomas, right? If for the worst case scenario, and some of them residents they buck up in you, believe me, it not go nice. And the same thing for the people in my Portland. A whole heap of people I look for that little girl. Bring back Phylisa, Prussia. It is up to you how this end. You have a choice, right? Or you want the whole of this play out. You can do things the easy way. Right? You can do things by the book. Bring back the little girl and go get your day in a court. Or you can do it the hard way. And I can assure you the hard way is the ugly way. I always encourage people not to take the law in their own hands in situations like this, right? Because they might end up through a film life in the process. But right now, to all the people them charged up, that I will go through one ears and come out back through the other. And quite frankly put, I could care less on the Davian Bryan. I'm just concerned that based on the history of the type of crime him commit, what him do or is doing to that little girl. And even if she come back in a one piece physically, the damage that has been done psychologically. Too many Jamaican children suffer this type of ordeal. I mean, I just talk about take away. Some of them that get take away, some of them in the house, ain't that happen to them. Any day somebody can accurately collect the data on the amount of pitney little boys and little girls that get violated at Jamaica, and that number was to be released, country that turn upside down. Anyway, let's see how this one turn out. I'm really hoping for the best case scenario. She gets returned and him no violate her in a no way, shape or form. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Vulture squad, stay circling. Bless.